Welcome back. We're the Bourbon Junkies. He's Dan. I'm Sean. Tonight, we're late on this, but
are we late and excited?
Jack Daniel's 12 year.
This thing doesn't even do nothing. Didn't even rip it.
It's called a tamper.
See you on the other side of the intro.
That's a great cork pop.
That was a really good cork pop. And this tamp seal's still just a tamp seal. It's an untorn tamp. I have officially tamped, and it did not seal. So.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be able to get that back on, I don't think.
Well, that's what you think.
Okay, put it back on with making it look right.
Okay.
No one was going to be like, you know what?
Okay.
That's not messed up.
Jack Daniel's 12 review of the tamp seal.
Yeah.
You're a little more surprised.
It's all messed up.
It's not that bad though. If you saw it on the shelf, you'd buy it.
No, F that. Look at all that.
100%, I would too. 100%, we both would. I'm 100% right. And then you're like, oh, Dan opened it and resealed it and took one drink out of it.
Yeah, those need a little bit more heat.
No, I just think all tamp seals are like this. Now, I know why they do them, because you have to, basically. Jack Daniel's 12, it's 12-year-old Jack Daniel's. If you didn't know, a really long time ago, Jack Daniel's made a bunch of age-stay whiskeys kind of like the Van Winkle collection, where there was like a 10, a 12, a 14, a 16, and I don't know if they went to 18, 20 or not. But I know that one of Chris Fletcher's projects, I'm sure Lex is involved, that they did the 10 last year. They did the 10 again this year in a larger.
A single tear coming from my eye from smelling now.
We've only had a media sample, now we have a bottle.
What?
We don't generally do the reviews just on the little sample bottles, because who knows
Sometimes they change too.
Yeah, sometimes
so it's like you're getting a vatted sample more than likely, unlike a lot of stuff that like the media samples are, I think.
We've had a good media sample and a bad bottle.
Yeah, so like that's why I think they're probably pulled early. You get them to people, they're probably not pouring them out of bottles. They change sometimes. That smells freaking phenomenal.
It smells.
It says batch 1. I hope this becomes a shelf product for them.
Holy shit, dude. My nose is literally the happiest it's been in 17 years.
On that too.
Except
107 proof. Some would argue perfect proof.
Some would argue Jack Daniel's makes some of the best whiskey in the world. And I'd be one of those people that would argue that.
Dude.
So, because Coy Hill was
butterscotch
beautiful.
Bomb.
Last year they did the 10. This year they did the 10 again, but the 10 this year, I believe, is a larger release than it was last year. And then they added the 12 this year. So now, next year be super cool to see like a 10, 12, 14 all in one time frame. These are revival labels. They're reviving, yes. So they're not going to do a 13. There never was one. There hasn't been one.
Was there a 14?
Yes. Holy shit, I'm gonna
I have no idea if that's true.
I said it all earlier. There was a 10, 12, 14, I believe a 16. I didn't know if there's an 18, 20. They're reviving those. Now that we're caught up, we can continue reviewing this whiskey.
Have you ever seen an age-dated Jack Daniel's like in the teens though?
No. Because
I know you're saying it's revival, but like, have you ever even seen like a dusty of those?
No.
Me either.
No, and we do frequent places with dusties, which is interesting. No, I'm really intrigued, actually.
I'm kind of calling bullshit.
It's not my story.
Ryan?
Chris Fletcher said it himself.
Ryan!
Well, you can ask Chris. Chris will be like, hey, yes, idiot.
Yeah, that's probably true.
My family
was
one of the people involved.
Old Grandpap distilled it.
This is...
If you didn't know, Chris Fletcher is a master distiller. His grandfather was a master distiller back in the day.
This smells like...
Throw that in there.
What's
the... So it's like vanilla pudding with like a butterscotch toffee on the top of it.
Smells like a banana flambéed banana with caramels, the meltedest sugars I've ever...
It's deep and rich.
It's got so much flavor in the nose.
So much flavor in the nose.
I would literally, if you told me my only way to consume this was to drink it through my nostrils, I would do it.
Banana really comes through in the palate.
It's so dark.
Like a lot.
It's like the darkest, sweetest whiskey. It's desserty. It's so sugary and confectionery.
It's like a burnt sugar on the palate though. Like it's real dark. It has like a little smoky-ish burnt caramel note. I very much enjoy. Super, super woody too. If you don't like oak, you're gonna hate this though.
Man.
It's very oaky, mid to late palate. Like all finish is that like vanilla oak.
Me and Chris Fletcher just became best friends off that drink.
The 10's great. I don't think it's in the same like game as the 12.
No, it's not.
Like,
No, we're talking,
at all.
and I mean this with all due respect on the 10. I really do. The 10's
great.
good. It's really good. But if I were to just compare them with no other perspective of the industry, I would say the 10 is minor league baseball.
Yeah.
And this is an all-star game.
this is like the 10 is like single A. We're not even getting to the show. And then the 12 is
the days of-
Shohei Ohtani.
Is Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa just literally shoving needles in and hitting home runs. Like, this is, dude, oh my gosh. It is my favorite. There's one portfolio that comes from a lot of the Jack distilleries, or not, I'm sorry, one from the Brown-Forman distillery.
There you go.
President's
They're about
Choice.
70% of it.
President's Choice,
Oh.
this, like the Coy Hill, the King Kentucky, like they share notes
Yeah.
on some of their high-end products. Though this has the notes of the high-end products from all of those places, and it's freaking absolutely phenomenal. It's it's so dark and like the richest molasses literally ever. If you poured this molasses out of something, it'd be like a Dairy Queen Blizzard, dude. You'd tip it upside down and nothing would come out. You know what I mean? It's wild.
How dark oak that is in the finish is wild to me. I've had stuff that is like way older and not had that much of an oak presence.
That's phenomenal. At 107 proof, it's perfect too.
Yeah. It still has all the like the whiskey bite that you want on something.
The nice bit.
You know, it'd suck if this is like a Woodford thing and it came out at 90.4 proof, because I feel like it would be ruined.
Be disappointing.
107 proof, just a little chef's kiss.
And it's like 80. Jack Daniels as a distillery is out here doing God's work.
Because
Coy Hill was
a
like
lot of the
80
times,
bucks.
like when
it's
we have
crazy.
something that's low proof and has crazy complex flavor, you put it next to something that's got like a little bit more proof, but maybe we'll even say less flavor, and the lower proof stuff just falls apart. Like they don't A and B as well. That being 107, I think it really holds
up.
Yeah, it holds its own against some of the like the more LE stuff.
I completely agree.
I'm in love with this. This might be one of my favorite Jack Daniels products.
Yeah,
I've
Coy
had
Hill
it in a
done this.
very long time. Yeah.
Coy Hill, it's just
Yeah.
this. I don't even have like a follow-up. Thanks to Andrew Allen. He helped us obtain this
Sorry, we didn't
for
say at the beginning.
a very reasonable price. Like we got this like I believe basically at retail plus, hand delivery
fee,
So
yeah. They'll get you at that.
this drinks like a special release, which is beautiful.
I mean, it does say limited release.
Yeah.
On it. So
So
we
was
can
the
kind
10.
okay, does it?
The 10 was a limited. Last year was very limited.
Oh, we have the first one.
And the 10 was, listen, the 10 was really good, especially because it was like $60-ish.
I have no idea. I'll put it on screen if I can find it. Has Jack ever put anything out at 107?
I don't know.
That seems like a weird proof for them.
It does,
right?
but I'm happy about it. You know when somebody makes a decision, you're like, hopefully that turns out, and then it's this, and you're like, it literally turned out.
A+. $80.
I know, better thing, because it is limited. So, how much you pay at a bar? How much you pay for a bottle?
I think I'd go $150 in a bottle pretty easily.
It drinks as good as a lot of
Like
$100 to $200
legitimately where
bottles.
we're at, yeah. In the world of whiskey, if I saw it for $150 on a shelf, I'd
Sure.
be like, oh man, I don't own one.
Yeah, if I
Fantastic.
didn't
love
have
it.
one,
Probably buy one.
would.
Pour at a bar, 25.
I go 30, 35 personally
Okay.
to try it.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, it drinks, I think, because I think that this is gonna do well in the end of the year stuff.
Yeah.
Because it drinks so special and it smells so special.
It'll be like pretty easy to pick out, like when we do that blind. But I don't care.
I mean-
We've always said it's like how that whiskey drinks versus like
Other
things.
ones, yeah.
Fantastic, dude.
But this will be in the end of the year blinds for sure.
100%.
Now, this is the thing. I truly believe that this is better. And this isn't off the top of my head. This is not like, I haven't compared them. I truly believe this is better than every Woodford batch proof they've ever released. And those are $150.
I disagree with you.
You're high if you don't think that that's true. None of those drink like ultra special whiskey, and they didn't perform well blind. So, and they're way younger. And 107 proof might be the greatest proof of all time, except like 109. Doesn't smell like Jack 12. Nothing
No,
does.
it doesn't. It's a wildly
You
different
think it's
profile.
better?
It's a wildly different profile.
Let me just smell it.
You might actually be right.
I know I'm right. I always am.
Jack 12 has more of a thing.
Oh. The nose isn't close. The nose on Jack 12 is
That's
significantly better.
the 118.4.
That's one we liked a lot.
I think we did like this one a lot.
We liked that one a lot.
I think
Those
was
are good.
on end of the year.
I'm not taking anything away from them.
Man,
I just think this is so special.
how flipped the profiles are. This is like sweet, candy, sugar, fleeting on the finish. And this is like, yo, I'm gonna be here all day.
And that's drying. That tastes younger.
It is.
Yeah,
definitely.
It's not even remotely close.
Yeah. Damn. That's
Jack
wild.
12 is a monster. Literally whiskey of the year type whiskey. Like actual. So far, for sure.
We're the Bourbon Junkers. I'll just put that on me being wrong in the outro.